boy, if you're tired, you better pump some more juice.
Yeah.
So you can get it to the top of it.
Exciting morning.
Yeah, quite an interesting morning as well. I like how Mondays start.
We link
I
up,
love it.
you know what I mean? I'm like Batman, you like Catwoman. You like that?
No, that's what I'm supposed to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're supposed to.
Say that again. What kind of little kitten is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mammy.
Trouble in the camp this morning. So here's what, switching things up again.
Go ahead.
This is rather interesting. Coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, it says here only fully vaccinated children will be allowed in their schools. Dated 28th of August, coming from News 784. All right. Disappointed by the low number of school children who took the vaccine over the past month, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley announced that as of October 1st, only fully vaccinated children will be allowed face-to-face learning in their schools.
Yeah.
Wow. The children being given the face-to-face option are in the 4th, 5th, and 6th forms of all secondary schools. So let's say 16, 15 and up. Form 4 is like 14, 15.
14, 15? Yeah, that's some
Right.
13-year-old inside. If you went to school early, like I would.
You're an early bird, yeah? Yeah, it says school children have not been to school since September 2020. Children who are not vaccinated are not fully vaccinated. Both doses will continue to get their education through a means that the Ministry of Education will soon announce. It says, as of the date of this publication, only 25% of the school children aged between 12 to 18 had taken the Pfizer vaccine. And just in case you forgot or you didn't know, Pfizer vaccine is available in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You can go on to SVG Health Facebook page if you're so desirous of getting yourself or your child vaccinated. All right?
Well, Pfizer is not bad. It's been FDA approved, and I was doing some research, and it hasn't been compared to the AstraZeneca. It hasn't had that major side effect.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
well done. I hope that will swing around the government's mission to get as much of the population vaccinated as possible.
But you see the precedence that is happening here, right? The U.S. was the first country actually probably jump out with the vaccination of children. And then it seems that it has trickled down to the Caribbean. So we have what we call the bigger countries now adopting the big country footsteps. And
you know that
Trinidad
happens with pretty much
Jamaica.
everything. You think that is the direction that...
Yeah, I think there's a that is going to be the direction that I'm looking ahead. Possibly. That's a possibility.
That's rather interesting. So for children 12 and up, I know 16-year-olds and up, they can go get themselves. Well, they can get the Pfizer vaccine. Right? Parents would sign up on their behalf and so on. But the question is, if we were to take that approach, right?
Yeah.
To have children vaccinated, to have more children vaccinated, and to say that in order to get to class, or in order to be allowed into class for face-to-face interaction, face-to-face learning, your child has to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
Would you vaccinate your child?
Listen, all children have the right to education. I think that's one of the fundamental human rights, right? And you're doing the characteristic approach here. Isn't it the child have the right to education? Why are
I think your question is flawed. Your question is flawed because you are saying that the times that we're living in, this is COVID-19. We have made a lot of changes. We have gone online. We have, in some cases, or for some time, completely cut out face-to-face learning. So the child has a right to be educated, but it doesn't say what means. It does not say what means. That child could still be educated. That child could still have access to education. But the fact that the child is not in school,
you're denying the child the opportunity.
You are not denying the child the right.
Education. All right?
So
not
hold on.
All of them home, right?
Quality education, that is dependent on what?
Well, for me, face-to-face interaction, the support.
So for those people who are studying online, that is not quality education.
What are the empirical evidence? Listen, look around. It took their kids are sitting home for like a while. You know, they haven't been able to reach a teacher because of lack of internet, electricity, etc., etc., etc.
That
What
is
is
a
so?
fact.
There's nothing quality about that.
Well,
The-
those are
the
one or two in
quality
between,
is
and I'm pretty sure the
having the-
Ministry
the-
of Education is working towards fixing that, or continues to work
For
to
so
fix.
long,
Maybe one or two in between.
that system
But I
has
don't
failed.
think the numbers are that
Personally, I think having this virtual classroom, that system has failed. All right. So, and I know the Prime Minister said that you can't have the kids home sitting down for like 4 or 5 years, because what's going to happen in 10 years, you're going to have a whole set of done picnic. You don't want that.
Gosh, man.
No, I mean, I'm using the Jamaican slang. You're going to have a whole set of done picnic, and you don't want to have that. All right. You want the kids them to be in a classroom. Now, if you start dangling,
You don't have to be in a classroom.
if
to
you
learn.
start dangling the vaccination aspect, right, you actually denying the child the right to an education.
I
Now, what
disagree.
I think they should have done is that if you want to have that, then have an unvaccinated class afternoon session and
So
a
who must
vaccinated
teach?
session.
Who must teach the
So-
unvaccinated children? A vaccinated teacher.
A vaccinated teacher. I'm giving you solutions.
Why?
People pay for this. I'm
So
giving you
why
solutions.
must the vaccinated teacher be put in a class with unvaccinated students?
Why?
Why?
Well, listen,
Why?
I have to check that one.
And other
But they're
vaccinated
protected.
teachers, hold on, other vaccinated teachers are
Right.
allowed to
They're
teach
protected. They're
vaccinated
protected.
students, right?
They're protected.
Who chooses which vaccinated teacher? Providing that the teachers themselves are vaccinated. That's
Right.
another thing, eh?
But
That's
yes,
another
and-
question.
and that's the part I wanted to
Providing
add.
that the teachers are vaccinated. Who chooses which vaccinated teacher gets the
The principal could assign that.
the vaccinated
principal could
students
assign that.
versus, because you know that is the perception you're getting, right? Vaccinated better than unvaccinated.
Yeah.
So who's gonna get the quote unquote better students?
How does
Is that fair?
Better. You can't use the word. So
I said
but you're
in
dividing.
quotation
You're
mark,
dividing people. You
That
said,
is what is happening
but
without
you
you
said
even
because I'm
attempting.
vaccinated, you're better than me.
Without even attempting.
Don't
That is
say-
what's happening. That is what's happening. That's reality.
That's
Right? So the
That-
vaccine.
I will go for that.
Yes, because
That's discrimination.
because what they're saying in Trinidad, which I don't think that we're very far from in terms of considering,
yeah.
is that only fully vaccinated students will be allowed in class.
Right.
You term that face-to-face interaction, face-to-face learning as high
Better quality. Yeah, better quality.
Better quality education.
Yeah.
So the vaccinated students are having access to that. What you term as better,
Better quality
education.
yeah.
Does that not translate to the ordinary man, the ordinary citizen, as vaccinated people are better than unvaccinated?
I'm talking about the quality of the product. I'm not talking about the quality of the person, the quality of the product, which is the education. All right, that is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
All right, and there's some other issues here, right? A child may go to school, right? How does a child get to school?
You
The
catch a
child
van?
have to catch a bus, right? The child have to go in the cafeteria, or the child have to go outside and buy something from Tanti selling in the tree outside. You understand? There are so much ways or avenue that the child
Other
can be
people could benefit.
exposed. No, could be exposed to the virus. Yeah. So just saying they're going into the classroom because they're vaccinated, and it doesn't hold. There are other ways they could catch the virus and take it home. To the
True,
unvaccinated person.
but they're less likely to be out of the house if you're unvaccinated.
Go again?
I said they are less likely to be out of the house if they are unvaccinated. The overall mission is to reduce the spread, curb the spread, and to not allow further people to get infected or even die from the illness. That is the overall mission.
But initially, I kind of like wondered what direction they go in here, because originally they were saying that the research was showing that children was not coming down with the virus, and then we have this emergence of a new strain, which is the Delta, and then all of a sudden we start seeing the kids.
So you're saying
coming
it's a
up with it.
conspiracy?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not a conspiracy. No, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am just saying that I found it strange now that they've moved down to the children, and then
I don't find it strange.
You don't find it strange?
I don't find it strange. I honestly thought that children would have been the first set of people to be vaccinated.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. So you're going for the vaccination of children?
Yeah.
You're going for that?
My son is vaccinated against other illnesses. COVID-19 is no different.
Okay.
It's a vaccine.
I follow you down the road, Crystal.
You'll follow me and then you'll turn back?
No, I follow you down the road.
You follow me and then you turn back?
I am just looking at the whole approach. My problem is with the approach. That's all. It's just your